How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, yeah. It's a Tuesday. What's going on, everyone? Continuing on with episode 4. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? What was he talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Aw, poor Edgeworth. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never takes someone's life. Never. Nick? Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swimming in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Oh yeah, I remember feeling faint. Maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Oh boy. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty... edgy. Edgy feeling edgy? That's like double the edge right there, isn't it? I don't think anybody needs that much edge right there. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is... And before you ask, audio's fine. Always knowing it's on my mind. It's weird, but still, thank you. I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? Aww, poor Maya. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear the story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. This is the 4th trial. The Edgeworth case where Edgeworth was believed to kill... Actually, I'll show him the court record. So let's see. Edgeworth, he's the defendant in this case, believed to kill Mr. Robert Hammond, who is also the defense attorney of an old case called the DL6 incident. He's the victim. And then we're trying to find out Edgeworth's past and what brought these two together. Also was CBC's boat murder and crazy boat shop man. I think I like CB's description much better. It was the very end of 3rd grade. Right now, we're finding about our past. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids were bringing an envelope with money for lunch from home. Ah, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why'd you forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Wait, are we gonna see a little Phoenix? I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty, it was you! Dave, give the money back, you're such a meanie! No one play with him, just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! We're not gonna play with you anymore! Yeah, now Barnroy Racer! He shouldn't be allowed in the relay race on the library committee! Give back my 50 cents I owed you! Hey, did you rob that bank the other day? Holy heck, those kids are ruthless! Those kids just kept on talking and making him feel like a bad kid. That 50 cents though, I'm not giving that back. Now Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Oh, little Phoenix! Even as a kid, he has spiky hair. What kind of hair gel does he use from kid to adult, though? I want to know. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Little Edgy! Little Edgy! Wait, so Miles had his money stolen? All $38? Man, $38 as a kid back then was so much money. But look at Little Edgy though. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why you're on it. This boy's innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Look, it's little Larry. This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. What are these adorable children doing in this game right now? Little Phoenix, little Larry, little Edgy. It's the little trial kids. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. This is great. And it's a sad story, but it's adorable as heck though. Very well. I will replace the money myself. We teachers don't get paid enough, so $38 is a lot for me. This class trial is over. But who took the $38 though? That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Phoenix Wright Jr. Attorney? Okay, I want to see that game happen though. Phoenix Wright Jr. Attorney with little Edgy, little Wright, little bit Larry, and little Judge. And little Judge, I want to see a little Judge. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. All you do is solve class mysteries? Alright, who took your doll? Who took your eraser? Who took your $38 lunch money right there? Who did it? Who? You? You? No backsies. You did it. No backsies. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Little Edgy. Then a few months ago, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why he became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? Wait, so I went through all those years of law school just to meet Edgeworth in court? That's the only way now? That's the weirdest way of trying to meet an old friend. To pass law school, to pass the bar exam, become an attorney, and take on as many cases until you fight Edgeworth in court. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he had to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. And the only way how was to spend a lot of money, not make a lot, almost lose the place that we're living in right now, and all of that just to meet Edgeworth. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. Fight me, Edgeworth, I'm an attorney now. Fight me. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First is that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who, not what. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Wait, did we even remove evidence? Oh, we did take away some evidence. Alright. Just some unnecessary evidence. Woohoo, I was hot out there. Hot. I'm glad someone's happy about how this case is going. He seems too happy to care about anything I show him. Aw, what about a parrot? Do you like the parrot though? No, he's talking about how hot he is. Okay, I get it. Alright, let's check the sentence. Hey, it's Edgeworth! You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Ooh, he agrees with me. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to become a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That will be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi hadn't been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. He even has his Oreo split right down the middle. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he will do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Poor Edgy. Sorry, I'm not sure I can help you with that. Why not? Nick, no! That's a photo of his father, don't show him that! You're right. Now probably isn't a good time to dredge up those memories. What is it? Nothing, huh? Oh yeah, I don't want to show a photo of his father. That's a bad thing. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow on December 28th, its statute of limitations runs out. Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Aww. You like a parrot? I don't think he wants the parrot though. Alright, I guess we're done here. Thanks, Edgeworth. Let's head to Grossberg. Let's see if he's here. He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. This guy's never in. He never works. How the heck does he make his money? Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Gumshoe always doing his best. Hey, pal. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. Snapped my tie in half. No prop, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I will have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Ah! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotto's in a lot of trouble now. Hey! Nice going, Maya. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Gumshoe is the boy to do the job. Hey. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Or he's just skipping work just for the sake of skipping work. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Why is he here? Who was the murderer of the steel case? What steel case? You mean the steel samurai? The steel samurai? It was... Do you play this game anyway, Kasai? Just making sure. Hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk, I'm just over here murdering people with my big old body. The days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. The Steel Samurai case, that was the director, Miss Vasquez. Mr. Edgeworth's trials end tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Buying pasta? Renting a boat? Who knows? He's doing something at least. Hey, it's Polly! Nobody's home. Hello, hello! Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello! I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello! Wait a minute, can we open the safe now that he's not here? That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1, 2, 3. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, no money in there? Really? He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. Then what's the point if there's no money in the safe, CB? I know. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Ooh, Edgeworth. Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. What a very convenient evidence we have here. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. Somebody wrote it in perfect fan fiction, in perfect detail. Wow. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan, though. Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. It's a very convenient letter, like, oh yes, you want your revenge? I'm gonna write everything out, put it in the safe, and not burn it up. There you go. Perfect for anybody to find it, though. How's Polly doing, by the way? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly, he says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Oh, poor Phoenix. Getting hated by many things, including a bird now. But now we have important evidence, which is good, though. We got that letter. I guess we'll head back here? Oh, wait. Edgeworth. Edgeworth has to check this out. Edgeworth, see this letter? Huh? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream. How's it going? So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now it's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says, this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? Hey, boo-boo! Hey, Yeji! Hey, Yeji, I killed people! For fun! Let's go get some picnic baskets while we kill people! Hey, Yeji! I just had to do that just once. Hey, boo-boo! Hey, Yeji! Hey, Phoenix! The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Ooh, we're getting closer. So the boat shop caretaker is Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. And then the earthquake struck. In court though, imagine being in court and then all of a sudden, the quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. Poor Edgy. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. Yami Yugi? No, it's not Yugi. There's no shadow games going on here, Alex. What do you think this is? Yu-Gi-Oh? Yogi-Oh. There we go. Yanni Yogi-Oh. Yogi-Oh! I love the new anime, Yanni Yogi-Oh. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? The nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Oh, is he gonna tell us his nightmare? I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. Wow. For the last 15 years, and that's been stuck in your memory so deep, it's been affecting your dreams every night? I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. For 15 years? What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Oh no. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No! Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs in the days I picked up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Ah! Oh no! And with that scream, I wake. Poor Edgeworth, what the heck? He tried to save his father and accidentally shot him? He threw a gun and it fired. So wait, does Edgeworth think he killed his father? It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But, that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about DL6. Poor Edgeworth, he thinks he killed his father? Really? Ah. Mr. Grossberg. Hello there, what's wrong? You look troubled. Polly? Polly killed him? No kidding, I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what happened. He had that dream 5,475 times? Alex did his math. There we go. He did the math subreddit, there you go. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. Huh? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... Oh, I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father? It's only a dream, only a dream! I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? I know, having that dream 5,400 times. That sounds way terrible. Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he wants to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. Aww. No! I don't believe it! Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? So, Maya's sister and Edgeworth's father worked together? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karman's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karman is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. Maya's mother. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Oh. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying that he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. So wait, does this assume that Edgeworth's father knew that Edgeworth drew the gun and shot him? Was that the case? Oh, so this is the letter? It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake but for his own. Huh? For his own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his clients found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen his handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. I mean, yeah, good for him for defending his son, but it ruined other people's reputation, Sabi. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Wait. Why is Manfred von Karma here? Wait a minute. Is this option here because you haven't played this? Don't spoil me. Okay, Axel, you didn't play this? Okay, I'll stop playing right now. Okay, we're moving on to Xenoblade Chronicles. Wow, why did I take a picture? Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Huh? Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. Von Karma wrote the note? He wrote the note to get revenge on Edgeworth? Edgeworth's teacher wanted him dead? What is going on? Axel, I'm doing well. I'm just surprised. I don't even have the cartridge. Are you sure? I'll play right now. No, I'm not gonna close it. I don't have the cartridge in. This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? His pupil. That's crazy. If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll see as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court find Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Ooh. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. But wait, don't you get disbarred for presenting faulty evidence? Like, if you lied in court with fake evidence, are you just not a prosecutor anymore? I don't know. I didn't go to law school for this. I didn't go at all. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Well, it's like my perfect record. I'm gonna go home and play Fortnite and dance on these fools and come back to work. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. A vacation. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains or to the club? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. What are vacations, am I right? See, you're right because it's really true. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. Did I say Fortnite? I just said it again, didn't I? I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Oh, I think I know where we should go next. We should go check out the files. See what else we can find. There's hardly anyone here. It's just two people here. There's hardly anyone here, just the two people in the blue badger in the back. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. It's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again? Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Wait, Von Karma's there? Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's here! Nick, let's hurry! Are we gonna see him face to face? Oh boy. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. I guess we'll just check the files? This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others are question marks. Nick, what do you think this clothespin is for? Oh, we already saw that. We need to find the files. Here are the files to collect their case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case... Oh, where can we find the files I need? Oh, the open one. The obviously open one, though. I should have checked the one that was obviously open. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick, the file for DL6, it's completely empty. Did Von Karma take it? What? What are you doing in here? Oh, he has the files in his arms. We gotta take him now. Von Karma! You? How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team? Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see. I really remember defense attorneys. I don't like this. I don't like his face. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Oh, here's my badge. Fool. You think I, a prosecutor, will give you a defense attorney information? Ugh. Creep. I wonder what he says to his handwriting. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Alright, what? Are there security cameras? There has to be security cameras in this place. There has to be cameras with audio. They should have captured this, and that will be evidence enough. Where are the security cameras? He just admitted everything. He admitted that he wrote the letter with that creepy face of his. Just zoom in that face and say, one of those recorder pens? Where are the cameras though? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? What? A stun gun? He brought a taser? Wait, I'm recording. I can use it as evidence for self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now, give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Did she get shocked? Maya! Out of my way! Ah! We both just got tasered. Is this game over? What? We both got tasered. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it, back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Maya! Is she okay though? Maya, open your eyes! Maya! Oh, she's fine, thank goodness. The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah, but are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya, no, don't say that. Maya. Oh, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth? I remember. Von Crumble was holding this when Maya jumped him. Maya, you helped out. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. But Maya, oh come on. She needs a hug. She needs all the hug and self-confidence boosting she can get though. This is crazy. I think this is it. The final day. The trial. Let's get Edgeworth innocent. Let's do it, everybody. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! What, did I just get shocked again? What's the big idea? Oh, it's Ninja. Hello, Ninja. So sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my running with the stun gun yesterday. So she has like electricity. You don't know what you're objecting to, but you will object to it. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is just looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Ooh! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. So it's like a pat on the back, like, ka, ka, ka. It's like a shock every time. She's a Pokemon now. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa! Pow! Holy heck. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear, as promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in, took all night, pal. Thanks, Gumshoe, you must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Maya now has powers. She can contact the dead and shock people to death. And then contact them about how it felt. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it. Alright, let's go prove all of this. Let's go find out what happened. Who knew that a stun gun was all you needed to get electric powers? Yeah, of course. You gotta go into a toxic waste dump to become the Hulk. You gotta get bitten by a spider to become Spider-Man. You need to get stunned by a stun gun to get electricity powers, of course. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submits decisive evidence. Understood. Come on. Time to go get stun gun. Ah! And that's what happens, right? Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Kramer, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. That's not how Shazam works. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring in the witness into the courtroom. There he is, Mr. Yanni Yogi. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name. and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Wake up. Alright, why he left court? That's the testimony. Why did he leave? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. And he's falling asleep again. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi and I'm gonna prove it. Oh wait, I don't have the paper anymore. The paper that was shown to prove that he got the paper because, yep, he took it. Mr. Von Karma took it. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. No, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do, Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Oh, did Von Karma like cheese him up to make sure he says exactly what Von Karma wants to say? Then why did you leave yesterday? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth will be guilty in 3 minutes. That's what Von Karma wants. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? Don't waggle your finger at me. Waggle, 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 waggle. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them down in a big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Oh, well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Krama. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. No one's gonna believe that. I believe it. I figured I got nothing to do with this innocent anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old coat codger's head? That's impossible. I present to you Yanni Yogi's brain. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. How can you say you have no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. He can barely hold a spoon. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Wait, might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Ooh, we're getting somewhere. Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. It's Edgeworth's father back from the dead. It's Robert Hammond back from the dead. It's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case 15 years ago. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jump into conclusions again, Mr. Wright. It's back from the dead. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you gonna prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. He's an alien. What? What? No fingerprint? No, really, why no fingerprints? Explain. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Hey, yup. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Whoa, what will you do, Mr. Wright? That goes against all human composition. Yep, let me burn off my fingerprint. Ah! There we go. My past is gone. It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. Isn't that Phoenix Wright in a nutshell? I know everything. I can't prove it until I can. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. The DNA test, Alex, they're not gonna show that. There has to be another way. That's every case so far. We know everything that happened. We just don't have the evidence. That's Phoenix Wright, the game. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. No, don't tell. Cross-examine his parrot? No. This is a joke, right? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal? Take him up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Yes! We're going to cross-examine a parrot! This is gonna be good. If this really happens, I am gonna freak out. Are we really going to cross-examine a parrot? Order! What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. Yes, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. We're going to cross-examine the parrot! Yes! Yes! That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! You're gonna force a parrot to tell its name. It's a pretty, she's pretty though. Look at that parrot. The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us. Who is your owner? Polly? Do it. Nothing. Hello. Nothing. Best testimony ever. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you gonna do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? We're going to cross-examine a parrot. Is that it? Well, I guess we should try to get some info out of her. We need to show the judge that our owner is Mr. Yogi. Hello. Hold it. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. You're right. What do I say? Oh. Let's see. As I recall, 2 days ago. Oh yeah, the parrot mentioned DL6, right? Polly, have you forgotten something? Don't forget DL6! Hold it! Hello is wrong! If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Come on. Hello. Wait, what? Polly didn't say it. That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello. Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, did Mr. Von Karma rig the parrot too? Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we've forgotten anything? Are you serious? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some info. Okay, let's try again with the first one. This is the most ridiculous thing ever. Alright, let's see. How about name? Maybe I should get her to say her name? Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with our owner's identity? Oh wait, yes it does. Because, it says here in the case file that Yanni Yogi's fiance is Polly Jenkins. If I connect it to that might bring it closer? Yes it does. Huh, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove our owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is this case file. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Actually, let me check it out myself. Not the summary. The suspect data. There we go. It's in the suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old, you freak! Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We will need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Oh boy, more pressing on the parrot. We only have one more question, right? The safe number. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker? It does, because of the date, December 28th. It does, that's why I had her say it. Huh, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The case summary. 1228, December 28th. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ugh! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Ugh, This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. Everybody, write that down. Write down his pin. Write down that pin number. Get his credit card. Get everything. Foreign karma must be loaded with money right now. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. 0001. That's the perfect pin number because he's number 1. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. We are number 1. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. Writes down frantically. Yep, keep going. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! But sir, he ran away again. Again? Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Wait, what? What? I've accomplished what I've wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Phoenix was right. Phoenix is right. Phoenix's last name, yes. Order. Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. So we did it? They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. You can send guns through the mail now? Won't that be suspicious? Like, oh yeah, let's send a pistol. I wonder what's in here. It's a pistol. I love it. Thank you. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Do not, Alex. Just send a drawing of one and then scare me with it. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. So we won! We beat Von Karma's perfect win record! Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Send him a copy of Pokemon Gun? Yay! Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? We did it! Edgeworth is innocent! There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? No one's saying anything. I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty, boy! Yeah! Edgeworth is innocent! This court is adjourned. Wonderful! Wait. Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth! Wait. Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Edgeworth, my boy, what are you doing? As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's gonna say he's guilty! He's gonna tell them that he was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He's gonna tell them he killed his own dad! What do I do? Objection! Stop him! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. No. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for the DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me! Edgeworth. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Ugh, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime of 15 years ago. No wonder Von Kramer wasn't. The culprit is me! Points elsewhere. You're right, Stevie, he did do that. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. So the day is not over yet. It's 2:24 and we're still gonna do the court today. This court is gonna go on till the night. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort. Hello, Dwayne. Welcome to the stream. There's one thing I dislike the most about people who come in just saying remember me. It's like, I'll say your name. If you expect me to remember you by saying that, I'm just gonna joke and say no. I dislike when people say remember me. Your name does pop up. Hello, Tramboy. Welcome to the stream. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what is the circumstances. Hey, Alex, I don't remember you at all. I'm sorry. I'm doing alright, Tramboy. What brings you here? This is crazy, just crazy. Huh? Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. So we are going to have court part 2. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Oh, this is gonna be good. 2:30 p.m. Let's see how long this court will last. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Oh, Edgy. Will the witness state his name or profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Is Maya still trying to call her sister? I hope it works. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us inside the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Am I ready for Box Boy and Box Girl? I guess. I haven't played any of the other Box Boy games, though. I only played the first one. I need to play the second one and third one on 3DS. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? He threw it and it shot? Apparently, Alex. It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then... Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. Something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was, in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day? Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is! One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence, but I don't know what it means. I better find out and quick. It was the scream, though. Let's see. Shot from 1 meter away, but what about the scream that happened? It fired 3 times. 1 bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Oh wait, I think he said it fired once though. He said a moment later there was a single gunshot, but in the DL6 file, it said the murder weapon was fired twice. So hopefully, just in case, I'm just gonna save up just in case. We haven't saved in a while. I'm gonna give this one a big old objection. Let's try it. Okay, it worked. The music stopped. Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Let's see, the one that was fired twice, the victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Edgeworth only heard it once. Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental fire when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Good question. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There was no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired has something to do with the case? I think I remember seeing... Yeah, so if one fired at Mr. Edgeworth, what about that second shot on that window? You see the second shot on the elevator window, right? That just proves that there were two shots fired. Unless somebody shot Edgeworth through that glass. So I'm gonna say yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Save your surprise, everybody, until the evidence has been shown first. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have any evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? I'm gonna try the photo. Look at this photograph. Look at this graph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim laying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. Look at this graph. So let me get this straight. This photo proves two shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Look, I'm gonna move this finger right here to the bullet hole on the window. That should be obvious. The contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol, yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. We're getting somewhere. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. The packaged bullet? I mean, I think this bullet is the one they found in there. The one from Gregory Edgeworth. We're trying to find out where the second bullet came from. the one from the elevator door. This is the one from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. We're trying to find out what happened to the second bullet. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? Was I wrong? No, we just don't have the evidence. Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I wanted to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. I can't believe it. We're gonna lose. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? The thing is, I really don't have any evidence on the second bullet. I don't think we do. Every lead I thought I had has been squashed. This is really the end. Edgeworth, I'm sorry. I closed my eyes. What was it that I had been doing all this time? Wasn't my whole life leading up to today? But now that I'm here, I know I failed. Mia, I'm sorry. No. What? Not yet. Huh? Maya? What? Object. Your only weapon. Mia! Are you okay, Nick? What's happening to me? Am I going crazy? I have to think. Wait, don't think. Act. Your Honor. I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Hold on. Nick? I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Ugh. It must exist. The second bullet. Mia's helping. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone take it. Because Mia told me to! Because she told me to! It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. Huh? The second bullet, it existed. What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it, but it's hard to find a bullet, so the murderer didn't need it? Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? Exactly, because when the elevator opens up, people would easily come to it, so why look for it? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. The parrot took it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Missile took it. No, not the good dog. Also, hey, Asian gamer. Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Is this really gonna work? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? What if really that happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer himself was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Mal Zedroff and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. I'm talking off the top of my head. I'm just spouting. The judge took the bullet. Oh, I have it right here. It was in my mouth. Blah. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Oh no, it's Nick Fury from the Avengers! Is it me, or does this look like Nick Fury from the Avengers? His right eye looks like an eye patch. It looks like an eye patch on the right side. It's Nick Fury. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. It's Samuel L. Jackson. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Avenge the fallen. Avenge Gregory Edgeworth, the fallen. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? The vacation. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I'm gonna save it for a better time. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time. Mr. Wright, something the matter? I'm fine, Your Honor. Shall we carry on with the trial then? That said, we have no farther to go. All that is left is the finish. In other words, the verdict. What? Not yet. Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer. Yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect, which means your conjecture is worthless and will be rejected, of course. Nick, now's no time to be holding on to that trump card. The trial's almost over. Oh, all right. I may not know what I'm doing, but here goes. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Vicky. Von Karma! Von Karma? It's me! I did it! I killed him. You mean D. Von Karma, the prosecutor? The one standing right over there? You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst of my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. The villager! From Smash Bros! Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Thanks for coming by, CB. Have a good night. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. There's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That will leave a doctor as a witness. So he would never go under surgery? This guy is really messed up. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Watch me. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? I don't know though. Just yoink the bullet out. Yoink and yeet it out. It will be impossible to find a doctor who operated on Von Karma now. Even if Von Karma did undergo surgery. It seems you've finally come to your senses. Bullet is still in him? Really? You realize the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen. Nick, the court record. There must be something. The court record? What could be in there? There's no time. I better think on it as I go. There's something in the court record. Shot from 1 meter away. Missy Faye. Bullet. That's the current. I gotta look at the past evidence. Weapon was fired twice. Oxygen deprivation. The bullet. I better think on it as I go. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves that Von Karma was shot is... Wait. If we can find the bullet, I think we can match his ballistic markings. I'm gonna try this out. Take that! What exactly is that? Sorry. Judge, if you would. Right. Oh, nope, it's the wrong one. Whoops. I'm not sure how I managed to get this far. Let's see. Found in the victim's body. The murder weapon fired 3 times. That can't be it, though. Maybe it's a photo? I'm gonna try this. Ah, dang it, that's not working. Actually, let me save the game just in case. I gotta find out the right evidence, though. Is it the current evidence that's working? What's the evidence that proves he was shot, though? Found in the victim's body, the ballistic markings match the murder weapon, the pistol. Wait. The metal detector? Von Kramer is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Kramer performed surgery on himself. Are we gonna use the metal detector on his body? You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Kramer. Oh boy, is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's only one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Kramer, I just pulled this out of my pocket. I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. Oh, you see him, he's shaking. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Throw the metal detector at him. Here. We won. He knocked out. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of the trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Kramer, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. We found his metallic heart. And... oh, we got a beep! He reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Kramer? You. It was you! I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Oh, he's just lying now. But Mr. Von Kramer, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Kramer's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. Oh, that's because you took it out the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Kramer. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. The bullet itself. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Basically the fingerprints of a gun. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Kramer, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Right now, I will object to your bullet and it will fly out your shoulder. So right now, we gotta play a surgery minigame. We're gonna play Trauma Center right now in his shoulder. Just be like, remove the bullet from his shoulder. I love this game. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. So we're gonna have a doctor take out the bullet though. Maya is not worthless. You got it, Alex. Maya not worthless. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. No. I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. He's losing it. Von Karma's losing it. Mr. Von Karma. Edgeworth! Edgeworth, only you would dare defy me. So, it was you. You and your... Oh my gosh! You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! Oh goodness. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none. It was a shock like none I have ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and found my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain! A horrible burning pain in my shoulder! Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. My new den. It was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? George! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it! Very well. This man is crazy! It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is free from his nightmare! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Mr. Von Karma is a jerk! He should go to jail forever! Edgeworth is fine. The court is adjourned. Let's see how long that lasted. 5:38 p.m. We've been in court for almost 8 hours. We've been in court for almost 8 hours. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. But my goodness, him yelling all that? I thought my throat was gonna give out the second he yelled. I'm surprised I did all that. I gotta say, that's gotta be one of my best moments right there. Edgeworth! He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! You wrecked him. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right, yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. That hurt me, Wright. Saying thank you. I'm melting. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You gotta learn, Edgeworth. Yeah, Von Karma had his eyes rolled back in his head and he banged his head on the wall many times. He banged his head on the wall many times. Ouch! She's got you there. Woo! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! Edgeworth is precious. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your head in the cookie jar even if no one was there. I know that face and that whoop is like, whoop. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butch, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police offer prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. By the way, doesn't her shirt look like eyes? The little eyes on his shirt, it reminds me of One Punch Man. Here, gift in this envelope. A gun! Larry, you shouldn't have. I love it. No, the gift is a Thinker, another Thinker statue, the murder weapon for the first two cases. The Thinker. It's another one. Every time the Thinker comes up, somebody dies. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh, what a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Wait. $38 exactly? Did little Larry take the money from little Edgeworth? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No, Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Even Edgeworth knew that Larry took the money. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not notice, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butt. I know. Really, Wright, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. Huh? You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Larry's innocent, everybody. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Ouch! Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Oh yeah, wait, we need a bunch of oops for Phoenix here. Ouch! 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 The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known I'd become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch, right? Hey, y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner's on me. Well, so imagine the roles reversed, so Edgeworth the defense attorney and Phoenix Wright the prosecutor. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Oh man, what a great time. 5:02 a.m.? Did they party that long? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. I was drinking all that fruit juice. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? From Maya? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? She's leaving? Goodbye? What time is it? The first train for the mountains have already left. To the station. No, Maya can't leave. No. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good. Okay. Wait, what? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? She did help. We wouldn't have gotten this bullet without her. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. I can't believe she's still leaving, though. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. Holy heck, that's the bell for the train? So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. I can't believe she's leaving, though. Oh, that's such an adorable picture! Thanks, Nick. Oh, that's adorable. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Wait, is this the end? Like, did we finish it? Huh, don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Did we do it? We did it! We beat Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney! Nice! Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woo! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Aw, Edgeworth is so precious, though. I can't believe it, though. We did it. That was great. I really enjoyed Phoenix Wright. I'm glad we still got the other 2 games to play. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Another model, right? This music is good, though. But yeah, everybody, we did it. How'd you feel about Phoenix Wright? It's great.
Who? Wright? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
But nobody knows who you are. It was good. Oh yeah, but next up is Justice for All. I can't believe we finished the first game already. Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, you should know, I've taken over management at the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Liked it, that's good to hear. But this credit music is pretty good, it's really relaxing. And plus, we get to hear what happened afterwards. Oh, it's you! Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, me, his understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. We're not talking to people as Wright, I think we're talking to him as somebody else. Everybody's like, Phoenix Wright? Oh, hey, Red Bun, welcome to the stream. Alright, Dwayne, have a good night.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star of a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're probably playing some Amazon?
My goodness, you were speaking way faster than usual. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Goodness, but that last case was great, though. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess as a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Oh no, talking. That was crazy. Now Edgeworth's free of his nightmare. Von Krom is in jail. Finally. That yell, though, my throat.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
The mountains. The mountains.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the pink princess suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy my tender age.
Oh, he saw Will Powers in the pink princess suit. He is scarred for life. That boy is scarred. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, I remember Wright, that lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Wait, did she get a picture of Mia? Really? Interesting. She said she got a ghost, but who else could it be? Oh, look at this photo. Now that's a great way. Gumshoe's the one throwing the confetti? Is he the one that throws the confetti at the end of the cases every time? Wait. What? It's not over! It is not over! We have a 5th episode. I thought it was over, but it's not over. But why is the blue badger there? Why is the blue badger there? Is the blue badger the killer? I thought, yeah. You could have told me that. You could have told me that, but I'm glad you didn't, though. Oh my goodness. Is this a case? Is this like our case without Maya? I can't believe it. There's a 5th case. Ace Attorney is not over yet, everybody. We will continue with episode 5 next time. We finished up episode 4. I hope you enjoyed all that. But until the next stream, I will catch you then. I will be streaming more Chain of Memories on Thursday. So until then, everybody, adios. Thanks for coming. And I really can't believe it's not over. We just went through the credits. Was that a fake out now? It's like, oh yeah, everything's all good. Psych. There's still more. There's still always more. But I'll catch you later, everybody. See ya.